Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Sophia.
And that's Stormy. And we are the Spindrift Empire. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different in that Sophia has done all of the behind the scenes work. We're also not really feeling very well. Just a little bit of a stomach bug, and the weather's been very bad, so this is going to be about all the table talk that we have for you this week. Did you want to say anything to lead into the video?
I do. I took a whole bunch of small videos this week in the KofA Wildlife Refuge, and I've learned a few things from trying to paste all these together. I've learned that I say so, like, a lot, and I am going to work diligently on trying to stop that, taking a deep breath and just giving it a little space instead of using filler words. I also want you to forgive me for repeating the name of this place repeatedly in every video, because this kind of came together at the end, and after putting them all together, it's a bit repetitive, but the scenery is beautiful, so, you know, you guys, I hope you enjoy it. And guys, that's another word I need to stop saying because I'm a New Yorker, so.
All right, here's the video.
So we're walking through the KofA Wildlife Refuge over by Quartzsite, Arizona, and saw these awesome monolithic rocks and came over for a closer look. And as we got closer, we started seeing these guys piled up, and like, oh, how nice, somebody made an awesome campsite for us in here, right? And we went further in and realized this was all chinked up to provide more shelter and like a little storage area here, maybe a workstation. And then Todd looked up and we saw all this ash and soot up here. And we were trying to figure out, okay, this thing's probably been around for longer than we're thinking, because if you notice this here, this black stuff hanging down, this is the stuff that forms inside of a chimney. It's called creosote after years and years of burning wood. So we just wanted to share that with you. We thought that was pretty cool. This is only one of a couple different really cool caves that we found that were turned into temporary homes, and there's probably some miner out here working at the King of Arizona mine, which this refuge is named for, and he had a sweet house. And there we go.
This one doesn't have the shaving mirror and knife stuck in the wall that the last one had.
No, it certainly doesn't. That one I thought maybe somebody might come back to. I was a little scared, but it was still pretty cool. And there's the view from this fella's house. Oh, go ahead, you talk.
I was just going to say, do you want to talk?
No, you talk.
I don't want to talk.
Hey guys, here we are up at the top of a ridge in KofA Wildlife Refuge area. You can see we're pretty high up. We're starting to get tired. You can hear the echo.
We started down there.
Yeah, so that band of white going across the bottom of the screen, that's the wash that we entered this from, and found a bunch of cairns indicating a trail, and one thing after another, and here we are, exhausted up the top of this huge monumental place.
We just climbed up. Let me get over. Okay.
Oh, that's frightening.
We came up that crack. I don't know, 15 feet maybe. It's 15 feet up the crack, and then we've got, I don't know, a lot. There's a cairn up there.
Puppy, don't eat the cactus plants, please.
So that's the cairn that we're talking about. A pile of rocks that we follow, like trail markers.
So this is how Todd feels after a super long hike. And here is one beautiful little patch of grass. I mean,
I'm laying down in the lawn.
He's laying down on the luscious part of it, but just watch this, guys. I mean, this is in the desert. Microclimates are created by the water being redirected, the shade.
Laying in the grass.
It's just gorgeous, man.
Stop biting me. Don't bite me.
Okay. No.
Oh no, don't zoom her, don't zoom her.
You can't zoom yet. Too much Joya. Come on, stop.
When Puppy gets excited, she does zoomies, just running around in large circles that increase in width.
It sounds like a galloping horse.
It does. So we're at the end of our hike. Todd's tired, he pushed on, and I stopped to, show you guys some of the scenery. Here's some beautiful California poppies. Like, I can't describe how lush the KofA Wilderness is, Wildlife Refuge, whatever. I mean, it's stunning. And I was taking pictures and I was trying to capture these little tiny plants here, and I just realized that without any sort of perspective, you really can't, imagine how small these are if I take micro pictures. So it's amazing. Up in Montana, at least I know that smaller the plant, the more complex it is, because the harder it is to live. I don't know if that works the same way for plants in the desert. They're both harsh environments and have a lot of similar features. So, what was that?
Do I have a choice?
No, here I go. As I was editing this video, I realized if I did this episode and let you guys think Todd left me when we were on a hike together, he would be pretty upset. This gives me a good opportunity, though, to show you it is snowing in our camp. The weather's been pretty sporadic around here. El Nino weather happened last week, so it is definitely changing things. This is our beautiful campsite that we will have to leave shortly. It's pretty remote, and you can see why it's so awesome and great, though, why we were willing to drive so far to get back here. It's just gorgeous. So, this is the lake house. Oh, good thinking, Todd. As I was editing this video, which is my first video editing experience, so this is probably going to be not the best video, I realized that it would be under false pretense if I let the video continue and didn't let Todd explain that he did not abandon me in the hike.
I did not abandon.
What happened, Todd?
I walked to the truck, and then I waited for about 15 minutes, and then I hiked back and found you taking pictures and videos, which are probably a part of this video, because you forgot where the truck was.
And what's the importance of not, saying, oh, well, I beat Sophie to the truck, I'm just going to go. She knows, where camp is.
You might have been hurt. It is inherently dangerous terrain that we're in, and if you go out to hike with somebody, you make sure that they come back with you. You don't just trust, no matter what their skill, no matter what their experience, if you go out together, you come back together. That's how people stay alive out here.
All right, well, thanks for that, Todd. Don't forget.
Thanks for making sure I was in this part of the video, even though I'm reading and I'm away from the snow. And now I'm going to close up again.
All right, enjoy the lake house. Here's a clip of the road through the KofA Wilderness Refuge, which we walked up. Well, it's more of a wash. It's like a natural road. This is where we go and we have our discussions about what we're going to do with our life, and when we have important decisions to make and things to talk about, we go wandering around out here. And I'm grateful for that. I hate using the cliche of grateful, but I know not everybody has the opportunity to have their own rock castle spires to go mull their problems over amongst. So this is it, guys. This is the life.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed it. So this is the second to last episode of the season.
Yep.
We have an idea for our next episode, but we are getting to a big crunch time for ourselves, and we need to focus on that, and we just can't find the time in the schedule for the videos anymore. It takes a lot more than you might think, because we're not very good at it. So we'll see you next week, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.